We started our business officially November 1st, 2017, coming up right on 5 years. Before that, we had been knowing we wanted to do something with entrepreneurship and running our own business. I had my license since 2016. So we were doing side work. I remodeled her mom's bathroom. We did our own kitchen remodel, friends and family, like a lot of companies start. And it really wasn't until I actually got laid off from my job in 2017 that I made a call to Heather. I was driving home, and I don't know, what was that call like?
I got laid off from my job. What should we do? And I'm driving to a job out of town, and I'm 3 months pregnant with our second son, and went, okay, let's do it. Now's the time. Like, you're going to regret if you don't go after this opportunity. So let's do it. What do we need to do? And I think we went out and bought some QuickBooks software and a new computer. I think like the next day, and it was okay. We're gonna do this. We have a construction company now.
Yeah, we bought QuickBooks, like you said, and it's like, what next, right? You know, what do you do next? Nobody knows how to start a business and get your first project, and think, well, maybe the phone's gonna ring, right? Well, the phone didn't ring for a couple weeks, and I got that first phone call as a good friend of mine, and his sister was looking for a kitchen remodel in Granite Bay, and he knew I had my license, but he thought I was working still at the time. I didn't really tell anyone I wasn't working, and he said, "You know anyone? You know, could you something you can do on the side?" And I said, "Well, as a matter of fact, I can do this full time, and I'd love to meet with your sister." And we met out there. We kind of talked about their wants and their needs, and it ended up being a really great project. They hired us, and I remember getting that contract signed, and it was, you know, $100,000 contract, and I'm like, well, how am I going to do this, right? And we called Brian, who's our production manager now. And
Brian took time off work. He took 2 weeks off from his main job to come and help. I mean, he's, you know, from the start has always been a big part of the company, and, you know, was there hanging cabinets with you and setting tile, and you guys did everything. But that was a huge milestone for us of just getting that first project on the books.
Yeah, and it was a good project, and we still keep in touch with those clients, and a quick timeline on their budget, and they referred us, and it just kept kind of snowballing.
Yeah, and then it was a lot of embracing the community, getting our names out there. This is what we're doing, social media, networking in Folsom, chamber mixers, those kind of things to get our name out there of what we were doing. I went on maternity leave the first 6 months of the business and spent most of my maternity leave with a baby in a carrier going to job sites with Steve. I think one of it even involved going to pick up tile at the tile store with, like, you know, a 2-day-old or something, I want to say.
Remember when you were in the hospital, I was doing estimates in the hospital room.
Yes, while I'm in labor. Yes, yeah. That's actually how it went. Yeah, it was like, okay, I think you need to put your computer away. I think it's almost go time, actually. I think that's how it went. So.
But that first year was scary, and even then, you know, we didn't really have a backup plan. It was just, this is what we're going to do. And Heather was working full time still at her job, and coming home at night, doing the books, baby, and kind of looking back on that, it was pretty crazy, huh?
It was crazy. We hired our first employees. You know, we would run payroll on Sunday nights and get everything ready that he needed on the back end from the financials to go for the week. And if there was something in between, right, it was working those things out, you know, nights, weekends, you know, a lot of sweat equity those first 2 years of the company.